Well, it has been a tumultuous week for the Republican Party after Donald Trump won big on Super Tuesday.
Some of the party establishment have launched an all-out assault on the GOP frontrunner. Diane Gallagher joins us live now from Washington as Republicans start a war with themselves. Diane?
That's right, Myra. Charles, I mean, I think all you have to do is look at last night's debate to see that this is really getting to be pretty intense. I know that each one of those candidates says that they will support the eventual Republican nominee, but based off of last night and the campaign rhetoric out on the trail today, this really is starting to be a party that looks to be more than just divided.
The name calling.
I've given my answer, Lion Ted.
Below the belt insults.
Have you seen his hands?
All right, let me talk.
The GOP is in an all-out war with itself. Establishment.
My party is going crazy.
Versus the outsiders.
We rise up.
Sometimes they can't even agree on who's who.
Donald Trump embodies that Washington corruption.
That bickering elevated from campaign clashes to an all-out civil war Thursday.
Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud.
Mitt Romney suggesting Republicans vote in a way that would result in a brokered convention.
Given the current delegate selection process, that means that I'd vote for Marco Rubio in Florida and for John Kasich in Ohio.
And this morning, the 2012 GOP presidential candidate told NBC his goal is definitely to stop the frontrunner.
There's no question I'm going to do everything within the normal political bounds to make sure that we don't nominate Donald Trump.
It's a scenario Governor John Kasich, who's mostly stayed out of the infighting, predicts will happen.
This thing's going to go to the convention. I mean, that's what I think is going to happen. It's going to be a very exciting time. And why not?
Cruz and Trump both argue that the establishment is holding on to a Republican Party that just doesn't exist anymore.
If the Washington deal makers tried to steal the nomination from the people, I think it would be a disaster.
Because I'm not a normal Republican.
If Donald Trump is the Republican nominee, we are going to have a party that's divided.
Some would argue it already is.
And, you know, all of those candidates were actually supposed to kind of come together in a way this weekend here in the Washington area for CPAC. It's sort of seen as a rite of passage for GOP White House hopefuls. That's all changed, though. Donald Trump is dropping out at the last minute of his speech, saying that he's got to do some campaigning in Florida and Kansas instead. And CPAC making headlines just a few moments ago with Dr. Ben Carson officially announcing that he is leaving the campaign trail. Charles, Myra?
All right, that's something that we were wondering. We know earlier in the week he said he was going to take a hard look at whether there was a path forward after the primaries. So now we know he is officially out. Diane Gallagher, live for us in Washington. Thank you.